Good afternoon. My name is Hope Floberg. Thank you for joining me today for training on the mobile and QBE NAU applications. Today we're going to be talking about two new features within the systems. The first is going to be dealing with financial data display, and the second item is going to be dealing with claims call log information. We'll first begin by walking through our Easy Mobility system, which is available for our agents, and then we're going to touch on our smartphone application called QBE NAU, and that is available for both our agents and our policyholders. So let's get started on Easy Mobility. As you can see, I have the iPad up on the screen here. I'm going to begin by selecting my agency. All right, once my agency has pulled up on the screen, it's going to display a list of my policyholders down the left panel. I'm going to start out by selecting Michael Deal, who is my policyholder that I'll be working with today. All right, so the first item that I want to discuss is a couple weeks ago we came out with a new feature, billing statements, which we have now allowed our agents to be able to come in and be able to view past billing statements. How the billing statements work is, since billing statements are for the whole policyholder versus just for an individual policy, you'll notice when you first enter onto this screen, you have the billing statement showing in the lower right-hand corner, and I have it highlighted on your screen now. If I click on the billing statements, it'll then pull up on the right side panel all of my billing statements and the dates that they were generated. Now, today we're not going to go into the billing statements, but I wanted just to make it clear that billing statements are based on a policyholder level, not on a policy. So I'm going to hit back. So since I'm on a policyholder level, that's where my billing statements display. Now, once I enter into my policy, that's when I'm going to have a few different options over here on the right-hand side. One of them being on the lower right-hand corner, financial policy data. And this is what we've added new with this new release. So I'm going to click on the financial policy data. All right, as my policy financial data opens, as you can see on my screen here, it's going to list out my two coverages that I have on my policy and then any indemnity information that I may have. So to begin with, you can see I have soybeans and corn both listed on this policy. You can see the bill date for both of the coverages. You can also see the termination date, and then you can see what balance you have left on those coverages. Now let's go one step further. So I'm going to take soybeans and I'm going to click on that box and go a little bit deeper. So as you can see here, my summary information again is recapped at the top, but then down at the bottom, it's going to take me through all of the transactions that have happened to that coverage within our system. So as you can see here, on July 6th, I had a balance amount in premium of $6,471. At the same time, if you look one posting below, I had a $30 admin fee charge, which increased my total balance to $6,501. If you look down here to September 30th, you can see now that I've had an interest charge in the amount of $81.26. And then as you go down one step further, it looks like that interest on 10-2 looks like it was taken back. So you can see that that $81.26 has now been removed, and we're back to the $6,501. On October 2nd, then, it looks as though the total amount in premium had been paid, and you can see now that our balance is $0. That's what you will get out of the summary and transaction page for each coverage. So let's go back one step, and now I'm going to click on corn. And it's probably going to be a very similar layout. You can see here the total amount of premium posted on July 6th was $22,212. Again, as you go down, you can see that the admin fee was charged on, interests were charged on, and then again, as you come down here, the total amount that was paid, giving our balance down to $0. All right, again, I'm just going to go back here to the financial data. The other area that's nice on here is under indemnities. It will show you any of your coverages that have had an indemnity amount on them. And just like it did before, if I click on that, it's going to give me a little bit more information. So if you look here on July 17th, you can see that I had a indemnity amount given to me, and then you can see that what date the amount was paid to me as well. So again, this is just going to give you a little bit more information to help your policyholders see what's happening with each of their coverages and where their payments and transactions are being posted. Okay, and one thing I'd like to touch on a little bit more here too is under transactions, if we ever have a paid check, an overpayment check, any type of check information, we also will display that for our agents and our policyholders as well. So you can see on this paid check, I do have a little arrow off to the right-hand side here. If I click on this, that means that there's an additional item that I can look at. And here, it's going to show me that I have a payment notice. And if I click on this link here, it's going to take me to that payment notice so that I'm able to view that document. So that really covers the new financial information that we've added onto our mobile application. Again, it's just going to give you an overview of all of your receivable information for all of your coverages on the policy and all of your indemnity information. And that will include documents that go along with those items as well, including paid checks, overpayment checks, and so on. Moving on to the new claim feature that we've added, I'm just going to go back here to my main screen. One of the new items that we've also added is also our claims call log. Now for agents, this is something that's always been available to you in our EasyWriter Pro system, but now you're able to look up the claims call log on the fly. So what I'm going to do is over here on the right-hand side, you have the option of claims. I'm going to click on that. When I click on the claims, it's going to open up a summary page for me, including my adjuster information, my claim type, also my claims number, my calculated indemnity, and then of course any crops or counties that the indemnities occurred on. I'm going to click on that summary page here. Now, most of this has been here for quite a while. Your claim status, your loss status, your proof of loss link. Also down at the bottom, we have our adjuster contact information in addition to the supervisor contact information. Way down at the lower right-hand part of the screen, we also have our total calculated indemnity and then whether that was paid by a check or a credit and on the date that it was paid so that the agent and the insured are always aware of what's happening. The new piece that we've added is right in the middle here, and that's called the adjuster call log. And as you can see here, the adjuster call log is going to notate to the agent or the policyholder anytime contact has been made on this claim. So as you can see here, on June 24th of 2015, there was a contact log made by adjuster Hope Floberg, and the comment basically says that we left a message on an answering machine. Now, what would happen as we continue on through the claims process is you may have an additional adjuster call log come up that would say on July 2nd of 2015, we made contact with the insured and we've set up an appointment. So this adjuster call log is really going to help to guide you so that you're always aware of what type of status your claim is in for your insured. One thing that's another addition that we've done with the adjuster call log is we've given adjusters the capability of adding to the call log from their mobile devices as well. So what that means for you is that the upload time for the adjuster call log information can be even quicker because they're able to do that right from their mobile device on the field as soon as they've made contact, left the field, etc. All right, so those are the two new features on Easy Mobility. Again, one of them is just showing that financial data. The second is showing the new adjuster call log that we've added to be able to help guide you in helping your insureds know what status their claim is in. Let's move on to our smartphone application and walk through the same features there so you can see where they're located on that as well. Okay, we are back and we are now on the smartphone application, which is up on my screen here. To begin with, we are going to open up our smartphone application, which is titled QBE NAU. And the first step that we're going to do is we are going to find our agency and click on our agency. All right, once our agency opens on the screen, we are again going to click on our policy holder. All right, now that my policyholder screen has now opened, you can see on this screen here that I am showing my policy information at the bottom, and I have a summarized detail of my policy up at the top. All right, now that my screen has opened for my policy, you'll see now at the top that my billing statement information is no longer displaying, since that's based on a policyholder basis, not an actual policy basis. All right, down now at the bottom underneath map, you now have a financial policy data option, which I'm going to click on now. Just like the Easy Mobility app, when this opens, it's going to lay out your coverages up at the top of the screen and your indemnity information at the bottom of the screen. Again, your bill date, termination date, and balance due will all display for you. I'm just going to click on the soybeans coverage here, and I'm just going to scroll down. Again, your transactions are going to be laid out for you just as they were in Easy Mobility. And you can scroll down here just to get to the bottom to see that your balance is now 0 and your amount has been paid off on your coverage. Same situation when it comes to the indemnities. If I click on the soybean indemnity, you can see here your soybean information. Again, if I click on the paid check option, I can go into the documents to see my check information. I'm now going to hit back. And we are going to go a little bit further back here. Okay, so back to my policy information. Now what I want to do is I want to see that claims call log. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the claims tracker. Again, I'm going to see all of my claims summary information. Click on that. Now I'll have my general information up at the top, and again I have my adjuster call log in here, and just like before, it's going to lay out the date the contact was made, what type of contact it was, who the user was that made the contact, and then also the comment that they left. And this again is just going to lay out for you all of the touches the adjuster has with the insured. Now, the smartphone application is available to both our agents and our policyholders, so our policyholders do have access to this information now at their fingertips. All right, well, thank you so much for joining me today to talk about our new policy financial data information and to talk about our new adjuster call log on both our Easy Mobility and our QBE NAU applications. If you have any further questions, please feel free to contact your underwriter or your marketing rep, or feel free to call our call center at 866-942-6724. Thank you so much and have a great day.